Hey everybody, welcome to Phantom Finance, and in today's video we're going to be doing a bit of a review on Star Wars The Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel and Restaurant. So in this video we're going to go through concept art, we're going to go through trailers, my reactions to them, and at the end of this video we're going to try to figure out, is this hotel experience going to be worth $6,000? This immersive, where there's aliens and that you're going to be interacting with lightsaber training and battling the First Order, an immersive experience where you're supposed to forget that you're even from Earth in the first place. So let's get into the concept art and figure out, is this truly worth $6,000? Okay, so we're going to go through the concept art pretty quickly here. In this first photo, it looks like an entertainment room where you have a Twi'lek and a Togruta doing, maybe prepping for an alien interpretive dance, perhaps. Followed by, I guess, when you arrive at the hotel itself. The idea is you arrive, a pod will take you to another pod that will simulate the launch to the Halcyon, the ship that you're going to be staying in. So there's the pod that you're supposedly traveling to. Here's the Halcyon, the ship you're going to be staying on, with your hotel rooms all sort of in the mid part of the ship. Then when you get on the ship, you arrive at this atrium where you see these stormtroopers. Now, apparently these stormtroopers aren't going to be actually in the atrium when you arrive. They will be, they will come into play, I guess, maybe at some time in the next day. But I guess when you get there, you'll be shown to your room. You will be interacting with Chewbacca and perhaps other characters. Okay, next up, you're going to end up on the bridge, where you have a whole host of like 20 people all doing different stuff to battle the First Order. Now in this room, the only thing that I actually care about here would be the actual like battling the First Order, right? Which we're going to see in one of our sneak peek videos. But apparently it's supposed to be a team effort where everyone has a different task. But I mean, honestly, if you're not shooting down TIE fighters, I don't know, that doesn't seem like that should be, doesn't sound exactly very fun to me, but again, who knows? Maybe it's like maybe it's sort of everyone gets a turn. Then we have the engineer's room where the kiddos can go exploring these Chuck E. Cheese style like tunnels and maybe you repair these pipes with this steampunk looking lightsaber. It's not a lightsaber, but it's something to mimic a wrench, I guess. Okay, then this is actually an image that probably got me the most excited because, of course, there is no lightsaber. There is no Star Wars without lightsabers, or vice versa. However you want to say that, right? So in this image we see this eye-looking thing shooting lasers at this person in a very Jedi defensive stance with the laser blast shattering over the lightsaber. So that's cool. Let's remember that. Then we have the Sublight Lounge where you get to play Star Wars themed games like Sabacc, among other things. Let's see, what else do we have here? The dining room. Now in here, hopefully you're not an introvert, because if you are, too bad for you, you're going to be sharing a table with other people. They want you to be packed together and sardine sandwiched between one another, so they get you talking and interacting with other people, along with like the staff. This is another image that we should also pay attention to when it comes to the trailers we're about to see. Just the size of this window and the size of this room. That's all you need to remember about this photo. Size of the window, size of the room. This whole family could do push-ups in this room a couple times over. Okay, so that's it for concept art. Concept art, right? If I knew truly nothing else about, I haven't seen any trailers before, this concept art would be like, it is intriguing. It is. the first sort of like what you can look forward to into a Star Cruiser style hotel to mimic everything in Star Wars, looks cool. Okay, now we'll get to the very first trailer.
For the first time, it's real. We've traveled to the far reaches of the galaxy. We got recruited by the Resistance. And now we're ready.
Come on, Dad. We gotta go save the ship.
No. We're gonna save the galaxy.
Okay, so of course I've seen this trailer before. I obviously picked it out for this video. There is nothing about this trailer I hate nor I love. It reminds me of those like 5-second trailers that you see the day before like a big event trailer is released. It's basically just saying, hey, we got this big thing that's coming, more info to stay in tune with, and right, just basically letting you know more and more to come. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out was the size of window, the size of the room. That room does not look like an entire family could do push-ups on the floor. It looks like a room where maybe one person could do a push-up on the floor, and that window looks awfully high, not like the concept art that we see here. Forget that saying where the product of diminishing returns, or it's basically it's almost like if it's too good to be true, it's probably not true. So you know, what can we expect, this or this? I'm pretty sure we can expect that. Okay, so we got some concept art and we got the trailer. Now you're right, it's just letting you know again, like, more to come. This is where things really start taking a dive as far as like my expectations, and I'm really going to pay $6,000 for this. Let's watch. But let's turn up the volume first.
Welcome to the Lightsaber Training Pod. So excited to have you here.
This looks unbelievable.
We have been working on this experience to have a whole brand new way for our guests to experience this ancient art of the lightsaber.
Can I hold that?
Absolutely.
That's mine?
Please,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
This is for you.
So do I turn it on, or
Go
what,
for
what
it.
do
Right,
I do here?
right there.
Oh. All right, so I'm
So
standing right
you're
here,
right there.
facing
Your
here.
face off against the remote.
That is fun.
Welcome to the bridge of the Halcyon Star Cruiser.
This looks so cool in here.
Here in front of the systems, this is one of my favorite places because you actually get to push all the buttons. You can actually change the settings, control the ship, but you know, we could really use some help defending the ship. Are you up for it?
I'm definitely up for it. I don't know, you should trust me to do it.
You're going to be actually guiding where we're aiming, so you're
Okay.
gonna aim and I'll fire.
Okay.
All right.
The toggle switch every
Last thing
time.
to do, you wanna take us to hyperspace?
I would love to take it to hyperspace.
All
Just
right.
don't let me mess this up.
You got this.
Okay.
So, you know, just give that lever a strong pull.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's take this maybe frame by frame. I'll kill the audio so we can I can do some commentary over this video. So first and foremost, for a guy that size who's clearly over 6 feet, he's about to receive a lightsaber that is not a standard size. That blade is certainly shorter than the standard 36-inch. That looks like an initiate size if we go by an Ultra Saber style lightsaber. I actually own one of these. Now, this is what really drove me nuts with this, like, we remember the concept art, right? I'll pause it right there. But remember the concept art with the blaster bolt exploding over the lightsaber. And I'm watching this guy's movements. I don't know who he is. And of course, he's doing a promo video. So, like, I don't want to be too hard on the guy, right? He's got to do a promo video. But, like, if I have a lightsaber, I don't want to be twirling it around like I see all the Jedi do in the prequels. So it might just be a lesser of two evils when it comes to awkwardness and doing a promo video that's going to be seen by millions of people. You know, do I want to twirl something around and look silly doing it, or do I want to kind of move around very stiffly like this and look less awkward? Now it might just be the style of, like, obviously if you haven't done that before, maybe you naturally will do that. Like, that's just maybe what, like, is sort of the outgrowth of that experience and the laser from the wall shooting at you. Now, I think for kids, this is going to be a little bit frustrating doing this. I think younger kids are going to feel like this is, like, they won't really get it. Like, he's having enough trouble trying to hit the lasers. We'll play that again. What would, I think, be a really good idea would be not just for kids, but probably for adults as well, because it'll allow you to really feel like, you know, like twirling that or lightsaber around. It'd be cool if that laser would actually hone in on the lightsaber, and no matter where you twirl it, the laser will just shoot the lightsaber itself. And I think for kids and adults, that would, I think, be a really cool thing, and it'll allow you to, you know, whip it around just like you see all your favorite Jedi do in the prequels. But also, too, when we see in the concept art that light shatters over the lightsaber, it would also be, of course, traditional of a lightsaber to deflect the light. So it would be cool if they could somehow do that with the lightsaber, where the light itself gets refracted back to the wall, or maybe it's your goal to actually destroy the device in the wall that's trying to shoot you. But I mean, you know, looking at that, I mean, that guy's getting shot all over the place. So now we move up to the bridge, where where the kids are gonna go button mash everything on that, on those consoles. As an adult, you're right, you don't care. The only thing you care about is shooting down TIE fighters, which they're about to do. But even that, somehow even that is disappointing for a $6,000 experience. So you got all these TIE fighters everywhere, and you get this cheap little toggle switch looking thing that you're moving around with two fingers, and that's the big grandiose experience on the bridge, is shooting down fighters with the tiny little toggle switch. If I'm shooting down TIE fighters, I want to be sitting in a cockpit with a turret, just like you see on the Millennium Falcon with Luke and Han and Rey and whoever else on the Millennium Falcon has ever done that with a turret, not some little cheap little toggle switch. So, I mean, okay. And again, you're not even the one shooting. You're just the one controlling where that crosshair goes, and the person beside you is the one doing all the button mashing. Right, and that's pretty much it for that video. That trailer. Okay, so far for $6,000, for me, not worth it. It's not worth it doing this. I'm sure there's other, like, cool stuff that you can do as part of this experience. Now, I wish they would have shown more of that, but maybe they want to save that for future promo content. But as far as, like, showing you what you will experience, it's underwhelming. It just that's how it comes across. It just comes across as underwhelming. Okay, so next up, now there was a trailer that was so terrible. It was so terrible, Disney actually yanked it. They pulled it down. If you want to see, I would say, really, like, honest reaction to that trailer, Star Wars Theory here does a full-on reaction to the entire, so you get to see the entire trailer because he does a reaction. Why I would suggest Star Wars Theory. He's an independent YouTuber. I love supporting independent YouTubers. I've been following Star Wars Theory a long time, and I know this guy is, it comes from his heart. He's the biggest Star Wars YouTuber on YouTube, and you know, I believe he was in one of his videos talking about as a kid, you know, Star Wars helped him get him through cancer treatments. So I've seen that video, and that's certainly one I would suggest watching if you kind of want just like a real honest take on that trailer that got yanked. And I mean, I gotta love the internet, and I love thumbnails, because as you go through some of these thumbnails, the Star Wars hotel is a total disaster, galactic failure, it looks cheap, this is a flop, this looks awful. Then you got Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers with the very classic facepalm, more Jeremy, thumbs down, disappointing, more Jeremy, facepalm, the Star Wars hotel is ready to crash and burn. I mean, this thing is just getting dunked on. Oh man. Canceled. The Star Wars hotel disaster continues. It's almost like a saga at this point, right? It almost feels like people want it to fail, but again, more Jeremy, thumbs down. The Star Wars hotel disaster continues. This just gets worse. Oh man. So of course, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of content there. I'm sure there's a lot of YouTubers enjoying just ripping on the Star Wars brand at the moment for its for all the different kinds of failures that we have been, it seems like we continuously see. This guy looks happy about it, but again, it's from IGN, and right, it's like, you know, I haven't watched the video, so maybe he does dunk on the experience, but it doesn't look like it by the thumbnail. Probably got an insider's pass, right? You get an insider's pass, you gotta say some good stuff about it, and I'm sure there is good stuff about it, but it just, you know, as a first-time reaction, I'm gonna go with Star Wars Theory on this one. So anyways, everybody, hopefully you enjoyed that commentary of from concept art to trailer breakdowns and all of the above. If you enjoyed this content, then please, as always, do the cliche thing and super smash all the buttons of the like and subscribe variety. Make your opinions known in the comments below. Please tell me what you think about not just this video, but what you think about the Star Wars Cruiser Hotel yourself. Are you gonna get on board with $6,000 with the little toggle switch and the awkward lightsaber movements? Is that worth your $6,000? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.